The University of Ibadan's Post-UTME will be brutal this year than ever before. Why is that? The number of students who selected the University of Ibadan in their Post-UTME is almost twice the number of students who did 3 years ago, which was in my set. Hello, I'm Enoch and I'm a 400 level medical student of the University of Ibadan. And if you're writing University of Ibadan's Post-UTME this year or in years to come, I advise you to watch this video because it can literally be the difference between getting admission and staying at home for the next 365 days again. Before I go on, I won't do you so well if I have not told you that in the past I've made several videos on UI Post-UTME that can help you prepare efficiently for your exam. But seeing that time has passed and the mood of things are now changing, I've decided to make an interview of someone else who has done it, dusted it, and is now in the University of Ibadan for a course of study. She'll be sharing with you things that you need to know on how to transition well from your JAM to your Post-UTME smoothly, the differences between JAM and University of Ibadan's Post-UTME, how you can prepare maximally, even exam day tips and strategies of how to overcome fear, how to answer questions you really may not know very well at the point, and still get them at the end of the day to boost your score. After this, you are going to also learn tips on how to prepare for life in UI, which is after your admission, because we already know that by watching this video it sets you ahead of several others that have not watched this video. So like, subscribe and share this with as many friends as possible.
Hi scholars, my name is Esther Kayode, an 100 level nursing student of the prestigious University of Ibadan. So I'll be taking you through 4 sections: transition from JAM to post-UTME, post-UTME preparation strategies, understanding my university's screening processes, and the life after the exam. I would encourage you to watch this video to the end because of the value you're going to be getting from this video. Section 1, question 1. After passing JAM, what was my reaction when I learned about post-UTME? Okay, so I wasn't shocked when I learned about post-UTME because I actually knew there would be a post-UTME before applying for the school. Although when I was about picking a school, I didn't want a school that had post-UTME, but on the later on I picked a school that did post-UTME. So I wasn't surprised when I knew that the school I picked does post-UTME. Did I underestimate or overestimate post-UTME at first? I didn't actually underestimate or overestimate it because I actually saw the past questions and I knew how the questions were set already. So it wasn't like I underestimated or overrated it because I already saw the past question and I knew how the questions would be set. So it's very advisable to prepare with past questions because it prepares you ahead of what you need. Question 3. How did my JAM preparation affect my preparation for post-UTME? Okay, during my JAM preparation, I did more of knowing the concept and understanding the concept of each topic. So during my post preparation, I was doing mainly of past questions because I already prepared very well for my JAM. I already understood the concept. Section 2, question 1. How did I prepare differently for post-UTME compared to JAM? During post-UTME, I solved more of past questions than reading the textbooks actually. So that was the different strategy I used during post-UTME because I already knew the basic concepts, the basic things in my basic 4 subjects. So I went straight to past questions. What resources helped me the most during my preparation for post-UTME? So I focused more on past questions because I already knew the concept when I was preparing for JAM. I already knew the concept for each subject and topic in each subject. So I focused mainly on past questions during my preparation for post-UTME. And I also joined a very good tutorial. And the importance of tutorial is that it will help you to understand difficult concepts. Like the tutors will explain difficult concepts to you, and because the tutors are already in the school, they'll tell you what you need to know. Were there surprises in my post-UTME exam compared to JAM? I wasn't really surprised when I got to the exam hall because I already knew the standard. I already knew how UI said their question. I knew their standard and I prepared based on that standard. And that was exactly what I meant. I knew that they set Roman numeral questions. That's the format they use. So I wasn't surprised when I got to the exam hall because I prepared based on the past questions. Question 4. Did I focus on my strength subjects or did I balance all subjects equally? Well, I balanced all subjects equally because I knew each subject carried equal marks. They all carried 25 marks equally. As I was studying for physics, I was studying for chemistry, for physics, and for biology. Question 5. What role did group study or tutorial play in my preparation for post-UTME? Group studies kept me on track. There were days when I felt unmotivated to read, but when I see other people preparing, I was also energized to study. And as for tutorials helped to explain difficult concepts in some subjects, like for physics. There were parts I didn't really get in the past questions, but tutorials helped me to understand the concept. And the name of the tutorial I joined during my time was SPPA UI Revelation class. Were there surprises in my post-UTME exam compared to JAM? I wasn't really surprised when I got to the exam hall because I already knew the standard. I already knew how UI said their question. I knew their standard and I prepared based on that standard. And that was exactly what I meant. I knew that they set Roman numeral questions. That's the format they use. So I wasn't surprised when I got to the exam hall because I prepared based on the past questions. Question 6. Was the post-UTME harder or easier than I expected? Well, I wouldn't say it was harder or easier. I would say it was in between. And here I am, studying my dream course. God help me. Section 3. Understanding the university screening processes. Question 1. Does my university use a screening process or an exam format? UI uses an exam format, meaning that they organize a post-UTME exam. The post-UTME exam is always over 100, and to get the aggregate, your JAM score is divided by 8, and your post-UTME score is divided by 2. That's 400 divided by 8 in JAM and 100 divided by 2 in post-UTME to get your aggregate. Question 3. How much weight did my post-UTME exam carry in my admission? Okay, my post-UTME exam, for me personally, carried 36.5 of my admission. I got 73. So divided by 2, that's 36.5. But generally, your post-UTME score carries 50% of your admission because it will be divided by 2 and your JAM score will be divided by 8. And it is very advisable to know the last year's cutoff mark while you are preparing for your exams. And when you notice that after your JAM exam, the score you got will not help you to get at least half of the required mark, it is better you change the course. And apart from your post-UTME and JAM score, you must have at least 6 C's and above get admission in UI. Question 3. What advice will I give someone whose school only uses a screening format? My advice for such people is that they should make sure their O-level results and their JAM score is very good so that they will both augment each other. Question 4. Was there pressure to perform since JAM wasn't the final hurdle? There was so much pressure for me when I was preparing for my JAM exam because I really wanted to score a very high score in JAM because I knew the school I wanted to pick. I knew the course I wanted to study. I knew that my course needed a high aggregate for me to enter. I took half of my aggregate already. Question 5. How did I handle anxiety between my JAM and post-UTME results? I had a 290 in my JAM and that gave me about half of my aggregate. So I knew what I was looking for and I worked towards it. Question 6. What was the most stressful part of post-UTME process and how did I overcome it? The most stressful part of post-UTME process for me was that there were days I was unmotivated, there were days I was discouraged, but I still had to stand up because of my goal. I still had to stand up because of what I was working towards. I still had to put effort because of what I was working towards. But I was encouraged. I overcame it with the help of my study groups, with the help of people I prepared with. By seeing them, I was encouraged to prepare more, to do better. Section 4. Life after the exam, settling into the university. Question 1. Did my post-UTME exam or preparation give me an idea of what to expect academically in school? The post-UTME exam only gave me a little idea of what to expect academically, but entering the school exceeded my expectation. Question 2. What did I wish I had known about the university before getting admitted? On the school calendar, we had to do our test 6th and 8th week, but I ended up doing it 8th, 9th, and 10th week. Most of my tests even came up 9th and 10th week. And it's not only the first test, so I did two sets of tests for 11 different courses in about 2 weeks. So it was actually a lot for me at that time. Question 3. How was life in the university different from my expectation? The classes were overwhelming, the practicals were stressful. There are times I would go to class early in the morning and still not find seats. So it was so overwhelming and it was very different from what I expected. Question 4. What academic or social challenge did I experience when I resumed school? I was distracted when I resumed school. There were things that took my time that were not supposed to take my time, but I overcame them by remembering my goal, remembering what I set for myself before resuming school, remembering how I wanted to perform very well. Last question: if I could go back to post-UTME period and do something differently, what will I do? I don't think I would have done anything differently because I was admitted into the university and I'm studying my dream course. But if I could actually go back to that time, to that period, I would have prepared more because I know I could get higher than I got. So if you are coming to the University of Ibadan, I will encourage you to prepare very well for your post-UTME exam, prepare very well and have a positive mindset, be optimistic that you are going to get in once you put in the work. UI is a very fair school and be sure that if you get the cutoff mark, you are going to get into the school. Know that if you put in the work, you are going to get it. So be encouraged. Just put in the work. Put in the work now because you are going to get in if you put in the work. You're only going to get in if you put in the work. Can't wait to see you in UI studying your dream course. I'm rooting for you. Bye.
I've created a community to help people like you in their post-UTME, and if you are interested in learning, if you are interested in bonding with people coming to UI together like you, and if you want as many past questions as possible for the UI Post-UTME, I have about 20 real past questions that is going to be sent to the members of my community. So if you are yet to still join, I would admonish you to click on the link in my channel description. The way to do that is showing right on your screen, and be a part of this community. I'll see you on the group. So you guys have heard it all. You have heard it all from her. I just want to encourage you to practice each and everything you have learned in this video. They would work for you very, very much. Each and everything. Go through this video once again, and if you want more consolidated practical forms of what she has shared in this video, join my community. The link is in my channel description and in this video description as well. And as I said earlier, there are lots of past questions that you can get from the community, so join it for that reason, if not for any other reason, because you would need a lot of past questions to pass this exam. Once again, if you are looking for a tutorial to join, I have a tutorial. I run a tutorial that you can definitely register in, and I can't wait to have you on board. Having said that, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, I wish you success.